Welcome back to Mike's Yoga channel and welcome to this pre-game yoga for hockey players. When you're ready, roll your mat, grab some water, and let's get started. Okay guys, so let's begin by coming into a deer pose, otherwise commonly referred to in the bodybuilding community as a 90-90 stretch. So essentially what we're doing, we're creating two 90-degree angles in both of our legs. So let's start by placing the right leg in front of us, right knee is in line with the right hip, 90-degree angle, right foot is flexed. And let's bring our left leg behind us. This left knee is in line with the left hip, 90-degree angle, left foot is flexed. Hands can just rest down by your sides, sit up nice and tall. And just breathe here. You should definitely feel this in your left hip. And on your next exhale, mindfully release. We'll just take it over to the other side. So let's place our left leg in front of us. Again, keeping this left knee in line with that left hip, 90-degree angle, left foot is flexed. Right leg is behind us, right knee in line with that right hip, 90-degree angle, right foot is flexed. Again, hands can just rest by your sides, breathe. Maybe notice how this side is a little bit different than the other. And on your next exhale, mindfully release. From here, we'll come into a head to knee pose. So let's start with our right leg. So let's extend our right leg out long. Again, keeping this right foot flexed towards you. Our left foot can just hug into our right thigh. And from here on your next inhale, let's bring the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, shift a little bit towards that right leg and then melt it forward. In this pose, we're really breathing into the back of the right leg. And on your next exhale, mindfully release, roll it back up. We'll just take that over to the other side. So extending that left leg long, hugging that right foot into that left thigh. Again, on your next inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, shift a little bit towards that left leg and then melt it forward. Again, really breathing into the back of the leg. And exhale, mindfully release, roll it back up. From here, let's come into a wide-legged forward fold. So let's extend both legs out wide, keeping both feet flexed. On your next inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, just melt it forward right in front of you. Again, breathing into the back legs. You should feel this in the hips here as well. And exhale, release. Awesome job, you guys. From here, let's make our way into an extended child's pose. So let's bring the knees as wide as your mat, letting the big toes touch behind you. And then from here, just start to walk the hands out long in front of you, letting the forehead rest in the mat. In this pose, we're really breathing into the hips, as well as the back body and the shoulders. And exhale, release. From here, let's shift forward and we'll come into a high cobra. So stacking the hands right underneath the shoulders, extending the legs along behind you, pushing yourself up, keeping that core slightly engaged, really opening up the heart, opening up the chest. And exhale, let's curl the toes, shift the hips up, and we'll come into downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out your feet once you get here. And then from here on your next inhale, let's lift that right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee, step the right foot up in between the hands, lower the left knee down, left shoelaces down. And then from here on your next inhale, let's rise up, coming into a low lunge. So in this low lunge, let's keep this right knee over the right ankle. Let's keep these hips in one line. So for some of us, we may have to draw that right hip back just a little bit and bring this left hip forward. Core is slightly engaged. Awesome stretch for the hips as well as the psoas muscle here. And exhale, plant the hands, step it back to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, let's lift that left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee, step the left foot up in between the hands, lower the right knee down, right skate laces down. Inhale, rise up, coming into low lunge on this side. So again, left knee over left ankle, hips in one line. So for some of us, we may have to draw that left hip back just a hair and bring that right hip forward. Core slightly engaged, breathe. And exhale, plant the hands, step it back to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, let's lift that right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee. This time, let's bring our right knee right behind our right wrist. Lower the left leg down and extend that left leg out long, coming into a pigeon pose here. So let's keep this right foot flexed. And a couple options with your hands. So you can stay up on your fingertips, or you can come on down to your palms. Or if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can come on down to the forearms. Wherever you are, just make sure to breathe. next exhale, mindfully release. Make your way back up into downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, let's lift that left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee. Bring that left knee right behind that left wrist. Lower the right leg down. Extend that right leg out long, keeping this left foot flexed. Finding a pigeon pose on this side. So again, fingertips, palms, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, come on down to the forearms. And on your next exhale, mindfully release. Make your way back up into downward facing dog. Great job, you guys. Now from here, let's heel toe, walk our feet up right behind our hands, and we'll take a forward fold here. So bend the knees as much as you like. And now from here on your next inhale, keeping the knees bent, slowly but surely start to roll it up, stacking the spine one vertebrae at a time. The chin is the last to lift. Coming into a mountain pose here. Great job, you guys. From here, let's bring our feet as wide as the mat. Bring the hands together at your heart. And now from here, sink the hips all the way down, coming into a yogi squat. Try and keep the back as straight as you can here. And if it feels nice to you, you can kind of just very mindfully sway side to side. Really feeling this in your hips. And now from here, let's come on down to our bums. And from here, let's make our way onto our backs. We'll come into our final pose, which is a reclined butterfly. So simply just bring the soles of the feet together, letting the knees open up, letting the hips open up. A couple options with your hands. You can just let them rest down by your sides, or you can have one hand on your belly, the other one on your heart. I encourage you to close your eyes here and just come back to your breath. Now feel free to stay here, or if you're ready to go, we can rock up, coming into a seated position of your choice. And that wraps up our pre-game practice today. Wherever you are, let's bring our hands together at our heart. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. From here, let's bring our hands up to our third eye. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Thank you so much. Namaste.